Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk About It. I got my good friend B in the building.
Hey everyone.
We're here to talk about, do you think all men cheat? What's your thoughts on that? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk About It. As I said before, the topic of the day is, do you think all men cheat? I got my good friend B in the building, and she's going to give her opinion or what she thinks if all men cheat or not, and then I'm going to give my opinion. So B, introduce yourself, where you from, give a little background about yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Bianca, and I'm a student at Kane University. I also work for a mortgage company. I'm from Rahway.
Shout out to Jersey. That's Rahway, Jersey, baby. Okay.
That's about it.
So now the question is, and I'm pretty sure you've been in a couple relationships yourself, and since been there, done that. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 25 years old.
Okay, cool. All right, so she's 25, so she's seen her fair share of things as well as dating. Do you think all men cheat?
No, I do not think all men cheat, but I do think that mentally and emotionally, men may shut out their relationship and have thoughts about cheating. Maybe they won't act on it, but I think they definitely think about it for sure.
Okay. Don't you think females think about it as well?
Of course they do, but the men and women process their emotions differently. When a man's not happy, he seeks it elsewhere. A woman constantly wants to feel wanted by her man, as a man likes to feel needed by multiple women. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion, okay. Now, if you don't think all men cheat, because my opinion, I don't think all men cheat as well either. Everybody's different. I always say you can't judge one person off another person's marriage. So at the end of the day, if this guy done did you dirty and he done cheated on you 16 times, it's up to you as the woman to let that shit go. If a dude cheat on you and you keep him around, you keep accepting and saying, oh, it's okay, all right, I don't need you to do it again, he's gonna keep doing it. You giving him the right to do it, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, a lot of women bring it on themselves, you know what I mean, in terms of letting it, accepting it. Everybody makes mistakes, so granted, some guy can cheat, and if you promise you never do it again, such and such, it's up to you if you want to accept it. If you do accept it, don't accept it over and over and over again. You give that one time, and so be it. You accept it more than once, you set yourself up for failure. I don't think all guys cheat. It all depends on what kind of guy he is, or what stage he is in his life. Because if you're younger, your thing is you ain't really trying to settle down. You're trying to have fun. Most of the time, you're trying to have fun, enjoy yourself. Something comes along, you may like somebody, you may have like a little relationship, but at the end of the day, you still growing into yourself, you still having fun. Whereas, females mature a lot faster than guys. That's hands down. I can admit that. When I was younger, I thought I wanted a relationship, and I thought I wanted to get married early, and et cetera. As time went on, like, you get, as a guy, when you're young and immature, you just want to have fun, you know what I mean? Whereas females more mature, they know what the hell they want. They already know what kind of wedding dress they want. They know exactly what they're going to have. They know the song they're going to have it to.
Absolutely fit for a princess. The first was a lace trumpet gown designed by Alita Graham.
Being that you said that you don't think all men cheat.
Right.
Personal question, have you been cheated on before?
Yes, I have. I've actually been in a very toxic relationship where I've accepted it over and over again. And I come from a Puerto Rican family. My father's very old school Puerto Rican.
Rolando, this is my dad.
What's up, Mr. LeBeau? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, let me talk to you for a second.
Don't worry about it, okay? We're just gonna talk.
And he always says that if a woman accepts what a man does to her, that she deserves everything he does to her after that. And that kind of resonated with me, but I was young. So it's like you said, different stages in your life. That goes for women too. We're not always mature. I think every woman has to go through a naive point in her life where she accepts bullshit.
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
It's my podcast. So.
Where she has to accept bullshit. So in order to learn, I was with a man for 3 years. We were in a living situation. Constantly cheated on me. I always gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I found myself just being completely miserable because I was always trying to make him happy, always trying to figure out what I was doing wrong to make him step out. When I tried to leave, he would beg me to stay, and he just kept on. And then ultimately, he left me for the person that he cheated on me with. comes running back years later to this day.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
I know you're watching me.
So now the question is, I know you said that that you've tried to figure out what you was doing wrong, as opposed to, even though he was the one that's actually wrong, and females have a tendency to do that. They're like, damn, there gotta be something wrong with me. What did I do that would have made him cheat and stuff like that, etc., etc. So why do females tend to think there's something wrong with them when it's actually the dude that kind of fucked up? Like, why? You're not the only one that done that. So
well, it's psychologically proven that women are technically more manipulative than men, but men can be very manipulating. So when a man is doing wrong and he wants his cake and eat it too, he's always gonna make the woman feel like it's either something she's not doing or there's something that she did that provoked him, and that's just his way of justifying everything wrong that he's doing. So my ex made it seem like I was on top of him and I didn't let him breathe, that he couldn't have a life. But I felt like I only became that way after I found out he was cheating. I was finding hair in the shower.
Look at all that hair.
Or panties in the bed when I would come home.
You like BBWs now?
What?
Huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with them, but
Who's that?
It was a mess.
I think it was out here. Wow. I think
Yeah,
give me
I'm
some more.
serious. It was very toxic. But it's crazy that throughout that experience in my life, I feel like that experience made me a woman. I still don't think that all men cheat. Even though I have a lot of guy friends and they are all cheaters, I still don't believe all men cheat.
And that's one of my next question. I was going to ask you, does that affect you on your future relationships? Like, do you look at like, damn, he might cheat on me or this and that? Or are you hesitant? Or you be like, you know what, this is a brand new guy, give him a clean slate? Or in back of your mind, you're like, shit, I got to watch out for this nigga. He might do the same shit old boy did.
Honestly, to me, it depends on the man. But for the most part, I was literally just having this conversation with my friends that I think I still tend to do that. Even though I say I'm over the situation, I've grown from it, and I don't believe that all men cheat. Subconsciously, I retract from good men. When there's a good man trying to pursue me, I still get nervous. I don't want to be vulnerable and fall for somebody, and then it's like, you know, something just goes wrong out of nowhere. Because that's what happened in my last relationship. Everything was straight, and then it was just, boom, I'm not happy and cheating on you.
So now the thing is, when you find yourself being more hesitant, do you feel like the good guys, you kind of, not you fuck them over, but you kind of don't give them the right end of the deal because they taking the blunt of what happened previously, like it's like cause and effect.
Of course, I think all women do that. I think to some degree, all women will take because they take that lesson with them, and they're just it's just taking precaution, really. But I think it isn't fair to the next guy, especially if he's a good man, because there are good men out there.
Like myself, put that out there.
Hey guys, just throwing this out there.
But for sure, I don't think it's fair because I think love is a beautiful thing. I study marriage and family therapy. I'm like a firm believer in salvaging relationships. But I think that, you know, men, I think as long as a woman is an open communicator, like you can't try to pursue a woman and then if she's like, you have to be willing to communicate also. As long as she's letting you know how she feels, what she's been through. That's why it's important when you date to talk about your past. People say, oh, I don't want to hear about that. It doesn't matter. It does matter because that's what shapes us for the future, and that's any circumstance that we go through, any situation we go through in life is going to shape the way we think, the way we act. It modifies our behavior.
She got hitting out that school books right there. Just let me break this down. Let me show you what we do over here. Nah, that's what's up though. Nah, it's facts. Like whatever you do is gonna mold you to be either a better person, make you be more wary, more cautious, or even might even make you too cautious, where you start fucking up shit with good people, quote unquote, because of the past experience. Like, oh, this guy did me dirty. He's acting too nice. It gotta be something with him. Perfect example. I'm single. I've been single for about maybe going on 4 years. So I meet a female. Automatically, they say, oh, you seem like a nice guy. They start talking to me. Oh, you got a car, you got a crib, you got a good job, you got a degree, decent looking and stuff like that. Got no kids. What's wrong with you? Instead of saying like, damn, you like a good catch. Let me grab him up. What's wrong with you? So automatically they think like, when they find somebody too perfect, it gotta be something wrong. Oh man, he gotta have it's something in his closet, something he's not doing, or he's a cheater. Or instead of thinking about how much positive, like, oh, this guy got so much going for him. Let me jump on this and the next girl jump on. They think about what's wrong with you, and every question after, why you single? You sure? I'm like, so a lot of that has to do with probably they got cheated on in the past. The other guy seemed like the good guy.
Right.
Until Cedric. So automatically we get the red flag, the good guys. The bad guys, then they already know he's bad, they already know he's fucked up, they already know he probably out in these streets like, oh, I know what comes with him. You know what I mean? So they know what to expect, so they won't get let down. So they're more comfortable letting him in their life as opposed to somebody, you know what I mean, that's good, because they don't know what to expect from the good guy, and they want, like you said, their hopes too high.
Right.
So they get let down.
Yeah, they don't keep a high expectation for a man like that. I think in human nature, everyone enjoys a challenge. If something that comes too easy to you, what fun is that? You know, there's nothing to work with. There's no mystery. Excuse me, I don't know what mystery is, but
educated. Sorry. Converse questions.
No, but I think that if there's no mystery, there's nothing for you to work with. Like once you have it all, then it's like, what's next? So when a woman sees a man that she feels she can change, every woman wants one bad guy that's gonna change for her.
Not allowed to play any music here. Could you turn it off, please? Could you turn the music off, please? Turn the music off, please, brother.
Just like every man wants a bad female who's like, you know, or that one good woman who's gonna do everything for him. I think that, damn, I lost my train of thought.
Don't worry about it, because I got a question for you. My question is this. So, because I'm not a perfect guy, but because I have so much things going for me, right. I should start going to shit like I got 4 baby mamas. I should go with some kind of baggage. I should say I don't drive. I take the 94 all the way to Irvington. I should say something like that, just to get balance, because too good, it sounds too good. I don't be too good.
It's intimidating for women also. Like you have to think, there's already a power differential in society, and you also have to consider like all the things that influence relationships now. Think about social media. I was just discussing this in a class of mine, how you see so many memes and people are so influenced by these things because these are things that they're constantly reading. Mm-hmm. And the more people share it, the more you're going to retain information because you're constantly reading it. So there are so many memes about women degrading women, belittling women, taking their worth away. And I think that when women internalize that, when they see a good man, they don't feel good enough for a good man. They don't feel as beautiful as they should, or they don't feel like, okay, he's not going to be attracted to me. I know I've been in that position before, and people tell me all the time, it's not reassuring when people constantly tell you that you're beautiful if you don't feel it yourself.
Right.
So
you think that has a lot to do with the guy that was previously belittling you, like, I guess emotionally?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I think that it's a man's job when he deals with a woman to make her feel secure in the relationship. And a lot of men now, you know, the dynamics of relationships are changing. People don't know how to do that. People don't know how to connect. And it's very impersonal now. I think people they don't know how to date. A man doesn't know how to touch a woman anymore without being physically intimate with her. They have to have sex in order to be intimate. And that's not the only level of intimacy.
So now, a question to you is, why do you think men cheat?
They aren't satisfied, and I think men don't realize that you're never gonna have the perfect relationship. Everyone thinks you're gonna have a bad bitch with a fat ass.
Work it, we make a movie. When we hit the club, we don't make a movie.
She could cook and she could clean. That's all you see. She don't cook and clean, she ain't shit.
I thought Scarlett said that. No? All right, go. Nah.
You know, a bitch will whip up eggs on the weekend. That's nothing.
My bitch foreign in the visa. I don't need her. Pull a drop top with an eater.
Men want like this dream woman. Now you see all these things. Now people are like, men are comparing. I read a meme the other day about these sex dolls. Oh. And this girl said, I hope y'all know that these sex dolls can't ride and suck or something like that. And a dude said, neither can these bitches, so we straight. So now dudes are comparing women to even sex. This is why women don't feel good enough. So now people are making a joke out of it, but these men are like literally glorifying these things, and it's like women are like, well, damn, if Caitlyn Jenner could be a woman better than a woman can, what the fuck do we have left? He made woman of the year.
Over this last 6 months, it has been the most eye-opening experience of my life.
That's crazy. That I'm not gonna agree with. That shit don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I actually did a show on the sex dolls and stuff like that. That shit is kind of crazy.
Now, is that cheating? Think about that. It's if a man feels the need to step out on you, even if it's not with a human being, if he feels the need to be satisfied by an inanimate object, is that cheating? I think it is.
That's not cheating.
Yes, it is.
How can that be cheating? But what, I'm about to break it down right now.
Okay.
Do females not have vibrators and dildos? Is that cheating when a female uses a vibrator or dildo?
Those are sex toys.
It's still an object. They're still stepping out and using something different. Like, that's not them. That's not the actual person they with. They've been doing it for years. How come it's okay for a female to use a
full-on sex doll though?
Hey, it's just to the next level. That's all.
My name is Harmony. I'm an advanced female android with artificial intelligence created by robotics.
I stand corrected.
You know what I mean? Because women been doing it for years. You want to act up? Go right in the room.
A lot of men like that though. I know men who have offered to buy me sex toys because they either want to see me use it or they just want to know that when they're not around, I'm using it and I'm not going elsewhere.
True. Listen, I ain't got nothing against it, you know what I mean? But y'all females seem like you have something against a sex doll. That's it, I'm gonna get one.
Because you guys aren't being compared to dildos. A woman can buy a 12-inch fat dick and use it, excuse my French, as a woman. But it's true. So if a woman buys that and she's gonna constantly emasculate you and say, you need to get like this, you can't. A woman can buy an ass, a dude can't buy a dick. So at the end of the day,
niggas be nowadays, niggas be buying dicks, growing dicks out the grass, whatever. Niggas do whatever they do to make sure they happy. So listen, shit, times unchanged. But I always tell, like, when we had that conversation about the sex dolls, it's like listen, if there's some people out there that can't get no ass. Like I ain't gonna say I'm the number one guy to get ass until I want, but there's some geek niggas that can't get ass. So if you want to get a sex doll, and he got that guap, that 2,000 or whatever that shit costs, to get a sex doll that could talk to him in Spanish or French and have a fatter ass than majority of chicks, then so be it. You know what I mean?
But you guys, like I said, it goes back. You guys aren't being compared to the sex toys. Women have vibrators that are bullets. They're like this.
But some females do. Like, listen, the way my vibrator, that shit would never stop. Boy. Keep me going. But it lasts longer than you. People say shit like that all the time. Damn, I wish you could last as long as my vibrator. Or that happened to me and stuff like that. It's not me quoting this shit. Hey, don't hold that against me. Get in my position, all right? But now, so females do compare dudes and stuff like that, and say for example, if a dude is not performing, she'll go right to the motherfucker. Like, oh, you just done that quick? I ain't get my shit. All right, no problem. They right over there. Go right in the drawer. You know what I mean? Like,
I know plenty of women who don't like sex toys though. I mean, majority of women I know do not like them. You know, there's nothing like the real thing, obviously, but I think that in essence, when a woman's body and her performance is being compared to a doll, it's totally different. That's like a whole physique of it's a replica of a person. It's not the same. It's not the same.
So back to matter at hand, topic at hands. That's not considered cheating, right? We're both on the same page with that.
What, sex dolls aren't considered cheating?
Yeah, dude messing with a sex doll.
To me, it's an emotional form of cheating. Yes, I believe so.
Emotional? We got emotion with the dog. You fell in love with the dog?
Since the show, our relationship really hasn't changed, to be honest. I mean, we are still extremely supportive of each other. I love her completely and utterly, and she's exactly the same way about me.
Hurts more. Honestly though, like what hurts more to men? A man can cheat on a woman, and a woman will take a dude back. A dude will get on his knees and cry when he's not in front of everyone to keep his woman, which has been done to me, and still go back and do his BS behind her back. Let a female cheat one time, forget it's the end of the world. She's the biggest whore. She's nothing. She needs to get out of his house. It's like they give up and there's no second chance.
No, it's because women cheat with emotion, where men cheat more so physically. Majority of the time, not all the time. So if you cheat with emotion, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
If we cheat, it's just she had a fat ass. I was at time. I was horny. I got drunk at the club, man.
But that makes it worse.
Whereas y'all have to text each other every day. Laughing and shit, pillow talking. I wish my man listened to me the way you listen. All that's emotion. Like, you emotionally getting involved. You literally start a whole relationship where we like, that shit was one night, man. That shit was good, but that's what it was. You know what I mean? Or it was just as I went over there, went out, came in, went out, boom.
But what about that though? That doesn't.
I didn't say it justifies why a dude cheats and makes it better than other one. It just that's why guys are so more upset when you do cheat because they know it's more with emotion. They know that you invested your time in a whole nother nigga.
It's definitely an insecurity because then you feel emasculated. You feel like I'm not providing for my woman. What am I not doing? Instead of trying to figure out what am I not doing that she feels the need to be on the phone with another man. Or even sometimes men will be upset if you go to lunch with a male coworker. Why? Because it's insecurity. Like I have a friend and he has a beautiful girlfriend. They have a seemingly great relationship, and he just cannot like stay away from what he's supposed to stay away from, and he doesn't even know why. And it's just sex. It's no emotion involved. He loves her to death, and I'm a firm believer that you can love someone and still cheat on them. I am a firm believer in that because I do know the psyche is very powerful. When you're missing something, as humans, you want to try and get it elsewhere, and that's for anything in life. But I don't know. Y'all crazy.
You left me! You left me for a nigga! Fuck out of here! I thought you loved me! You was my baby! My fucking cinnamon apple!
Listen, females are crazy too.
I told you I could get a little crazy.
Yeah, you get crazy. Come on.
Okay.
All right, motherfucker. Let's get it on.
I mean, I definitely, speaking of the aspect of cheating, females are very, very motherfucking sneaky.
That goes back to manipulation. Women are psychologically proven to be more manipulative.
Definitely, hands down.
We're smarter, that's why.
Rebuttals. That's not the truth. But nah. So at the end of the day, I want to say this. What is your definition of cheating?
My definition of cheating would be any emotional or physical experience that is handled outside of your relationship without discussing it with your partner first.
So is it physically? Is it emotionally cheating?
It's both. There's I feel like those are the two types. You either emotionally cheat on someone, or you physically cheat on them, or there's a combination of the two.
So flirting, cheat, or just...
No, flirting sometimes is just in our nature. We're designed to connect with each other, so and that goes back to perception. That's the sociological imagination. What is my reality is different from yours. I could look at you a certain way, and you could be like, "Oh, she giving me devil minds," and I'm over here like, "I need to hurry up and leave." You know what I'm saying? It's all about perception. How you read me, how I read you, body language. It depends. I mean, and sometimes flirting comes naturally to people, so I don't think that's considered cheating.
I'm agreeing with her because I do flirt, and I don't be noticing I flirt till shorty hit me back in my neck like, "What the fuck you doing flirting with?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She asked me a question. You smiling a lot. You getting a lot of showing all your teeth and shit. You ain't at the dentist. I'm like, "Whoa, listen, like, like goddamn, like I can't smile." She said something that, you know what I mean, that made me smile. So, flirting. Some people say that was a form of cheating, but I don't believe that is. What about texting and
Absolutely. Well, it depends on the content of the conversation. If you have an inappropriate conversation, I think absolutely that's, in a sense, that's cheating. I mean, it's not to the magnitude of, meeting up with the person and having that conversation in person, but still, I feel like we lack communication. Cheating is just a form of running from your issues in your relationship. So I would say yes.
Okay. And now the question is, have you? So, alright, boom, I got something for you right here.
Boom.
Because I had, a couple different episodes. One episode I had is, why do women give out their number when they have a man? Is that considered a form of cheating, giving out your number to somebody that's not your man?
Yes. Me personally, no new friends.
Stay down with my day one niggas and we in the club screaming, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new.
I mean, when I date somebody, it's
little trick over here.
It's true. When you date somebody, I feel like you should accept the person and the people that they have in their lives, their relationships they built before you, as long as it's a platonic friendship. But I feel like women know. I think we know, especially. I'm not gonna say especially because I think all women are beautiful in their own way, but when a man approaches a woman, especially if you're out at a bar or a restaurant, he's looking at you. You know within the first 7 seconds if you're attracted to someone. If you're not attracted to someone, why are you going to approach them? There's nothing that they could be doing unless you're in like an art event and they've just like, if I'm at an open mic and I perform and someone says, "Wow, I really want to connect with you," that's something different. But I think that if you're like out to dinner and a man's across the room and he's looking at you, he finds you attractive and that's why he wants your number. Right. I think that's something totally different. I don't think that's okay. No new friends, because the man will try to pursue you. And every man's thing when he gets shut down is, "Oh, well, we can't be friends." No, we cannot be friends because you don't really want to be friends. And y'all be trying it.
Listen, I had this discussion before. So a lot of people was like, "Yeah, get the numbers, no harm in that." As long as we talking, you don't say nothing crazy time third. I'm like, me, if you my girl and you giving out your number to a whole nother nigga, you need to be with that whole nother nigga, because at the end of the day, you just meeting him. What the fuck do you think he wants? He wants to be, oh, she could be my best bestie in the world. We could skip around. No guy coming across you, like you said, it's the attraction that brought him over there. And once you find out you got a man, you still give him the number.
Right.
Even if you do a social media, it's like, unless it has to do like work or something that has to do with your career.
Networking, right?
Yeah. Right. If he's just like, yo, give me a, Instagram, ain't nothing wrong with that. You still give him an Instagram, social. That's still a way he can contact you. Just because it's not the phone number, it's still a way he can contact you and shoot his shot. You know what I mean? Right. So, like
that. Honestly, a female's not gonna want you walking up to a woman asking her for her number because she's gonna be like, well, what do you want to talk to her about?
Exactly.
You can talk to me about it. What you want to talk to her about it? So.
And that's facts. So physically, emotionally, and just the flirting part in terms of talking wise is not really cheating and stuff like that. That's where our cheating scale is at.
Yeah.
So what hurts more, if a guy gets emotionally involved with somebody or physically?
Absolutely.
So
emotionally.
Emotion is more than physical for you?
And I think for both parties it'll hurt more because that goes into return with what am I not doing? How can you possibly have an emotional connection with somebody else when you're supposed to be focused on what we're trying to build? Mm-hmm. And it also depends the level of emotion that they have. Like my ex was pillow talking with the next female. Mm-hmm. She knew my school schedule. She knew my work schedule. She knew everything. She left her lip gloss in my car when he would take I'm talking about complete disrespect. And it was like an entire other relationship. And to me, it hurt more because if he was just having sex with her, I still would have been pissed off. Mm-hmm. But I think that you don't realize when it hurts more when you really love someone.
But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad.
Because you start to think, well, how do they not love me back? And it's in human nature to feel wanted, the sense of belongingness. That's just the power of the psyche. That's by nature. That's how we are. And when you feel like you don't belong or when you feel like you're unwanted, where do you go from there? You feel like you have nothing left. And that's why some women, they get so attached to a man, they become vulnerable, and then they just want to constantly make things better, even though they can know that he's cheating. So
are you more likely to forgive somebody that emotionally cheat on you, or somebody that physically cheat? Or is they both in the same basket?
I think it depends on the circumstances. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in salvaging relationships. So if I'm with somebody and he cheats on me and there's an emotional connection, like I'm an open communicator from the rip. So I think that my situation will always be different from a lot of people because that's something a lot of people laugh at. But I think that I would try to work on what's missing. I would try to figure out what it is that I'm doing, what it is that he needs to understand, what I feel I'm missing from him, and we need to talk about it. And if we can't come to some level of understanding, then we just need to part ways. And I think that I'm mature enough to do that now.
And that's what falls a lot on pretty much almost every show I do. Has to do with communication. Communication is everything. It's key. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're in a friendship, whether you're in it doesn't matter. Networking, family, it doesn't matter. It's all about communication. As long as your communication is solid, there's no confusion. There's no blurred lines or white lines. It's literally just solid lines where you're like, all right, this is what it is. This is gonna be. Communication and being blunt. That's the best way. Beating around the bush.
To keep respect in the relationship. Because how can you not, if a man is honest with you, how can you not respect it? That's my philosophy. I feel like if a man tells me the truth, or is he feeling some kind of way, or if he did something and felt guilty and he told me, I think I would honestly be able to move forward and like more progressively if he told me the truth. Mm-hmm. I will absolutely respect him much more than I would if he would give me the runaround, lie to my face. That's like the worst thing to do to somebody is lie to their face.
Facts. So that definitely is hurtful. Now the question is, I want to know, like, all right, say this is kind of same topic, but kind of off topic a little bit. Say you and your man, communication wise, you're like, listen, just not as happy, like, in our sexual relationship, man. I want it to be a little more exciting. It's not where I want it to be. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about bringing a girl in a relationship and stuff like that.
Wait, if the man said that? Yeah. If my man said it to me, okay.
Yeah, you're already like you about to slap the nigga. Like,
no. I have a very open mind. So.
Okay, so he's like, listen, I'm thinking about bringing a girl in a relationship, stuff like that. And I actually have some money in mind, because, you know what I mean? She's bad or whatever case may be or whatever. Or even if you don't have some money in mind, listen, I can pick somebody if you want me to, because you might be too nervous, or we can pick somebody together. The fact that he's bringing that up, do you consider that like you think he's gonna tread more to the cheating part? You think if you do a threesome with him, he's gonna cheat, or you think by doing a threesome he might not cheat because he's getting everything he wants in that?
This is very interesting. I think that if a man is honest with you that he's not 100% content in the physical intimacy department, I think that you should take it upon yourself to be open-minded. Not saying that all women should agree to having threesomes, because that's not for everyone, and I don't think that's fair for every woman to accept it just because a man wants it. Because in return, a woman could be like, okay, let's have a threesome. If you get to pick a female, then the next time we have a threesome, I get to pick a male. And then there goes the double standard, is that women are constantly like, you have to accept this. You're not pleasing him, or he's not happy, so you need to do this. You know, you have to accept this. Well, if you're not willing to accept my terms, I'm not willing. It's all about compromise. I'm not a fan of it myself, personally. I never had one, but I think I have been asked that question. And I'm a little territorial. It's just my personality. I don't really feel the need.
That's cut you. I think every female is like territorial, especially.
Of course. But some women are very open to it, though. They're like, I'm all for the fun. Let's do it, you know? But some women also have an insecurity, like I do, because of my past experiences. Like, you don't want your man's mind to wander. You don't want that woman to outperform you in the bedroom. And then going forward, he's thinking about that, like, damn, Shorty put it on me, and I'm stuck with this. You don't want your man to think that way.
So you don't bring no more, make the relationship more complicated than it really is, you're saying?
Yeah, but I still think that women should be open. I mean, have an open mind, because if in your personal life, it's your body, your choice. If you feel comfortable doing that, and that's something your man wants to do, and it's something you're willing to do, go for it. But make sure you're getting pleased. It ain't gonna be y'all double teaming him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They should be double teaming you, since he wants to, you know.
So I had a conversation with Mike earlier. Maybe I think it was yesterday. They said, if say me and your boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And they said, if I go mess with a girl, that's not considered cheating. Not me. If you go mess with a girl, it's not considered cheating because it's a girl. Nothing's getting penetrated in you. It's not like that's what their point is. Do you agree with that? Because I had a nice little debate with this shit. You know what I mean? I'm curious to hear what you want to say.
I think it depends on the man. I do believe that is a lot of men, not all men, their fantasy. That's one fantasy a lot of men share. To see two women pleasuring each other. But I think that if your man is uncomfortable with it, this is what it goes back to communication. Like, what do you and your man talk about that you do not know these things? Like, I think that when I'm in a relationship, I would know that about him. I would know if my man would be okay with that or not. I do think it is a form of cheating, because I do know men who aren't cool with it. And then I know men who are not cool with it only if they're not there. And then I know men who just are all for it. And
ain't no fun if it's
I think it is cheating, because it's the same. So if he goes and sleeps with a woman and you go sleep with a woman, honestly, what is the difference? It's like, if you're gonna battle the double standard as a woman, I know I do.
Yeah, I see that.
Then you gotta fight through it. Whatever.
Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, and that's what I was talking to him about. I'm like, listen, just because you don't mess with a whole nother guy, you're still messing with somebody outside the relationship.
Right.
If I'm not comfortable messing with a guy, what makes me comfortable mess with a girl? Unless I'm involved. Like, that's me personally. I think every guy is different. Like, if I'm involved and I'm there, yeah. But if it's say for example, me and you do a threesome, right? Me and you mess with a girl, another girl. Just say not me, you know.
Right.
And you finish messing with the girl, we have fun. You take it upon yourself to say, you know what, me and you fuck the girl already. Let me let you go and mess with other girls, because we already did it. How can it be considered cheating if we already did it? I'm like, because I'm not there. Do you feel like me did a threesome and other girl pretty much, girl was involved with it, and then coming up a time where you and the girl got up by yourself and I had sex, do you consider that cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, so we on the same page, you know what I mean?
I think so.
Because at the end of the day, if your man is
because if you were to do it, if after the threesome you went with her and did your own thing, I'm sure,
the female would feel some kind of way.
Right.
Like, exactly. It's okay. We're on the same page with that. I think it's a Virgo thing. Virgos agree with each other. So I mean, at the end of the day, my thoughts on do old men cheat is no. Like, I know every time you tell a female that you don't cheat, they're like, sure, whatever, because that's every guy's answer. But at the end of the day, I don't cheat because I believe in karma. I believe in karma come through. Like, whatever you do is gonna come back to you twice as hard. So I don't cheat for that purpose, because if I know I cheat on you, now I gotta keep lying all around to keep covering up that lie. That lie or whatever. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that goes into it.
Right.
Niggas ain't got time for all that. Niggas got jobs and stuff like that. That's one. Two, now I gotta worry about you never trust me the same way. Even if when you say you forgive me, sometimes you're never gonna believe. It's always gonna be back in your mind. It's always gonna be back in your mind. Even though you say I forgive you, babe. At the back in your mind, anything could trigger that shit off. You can see a dude walking down the street. Chick might be next to him. I ain't might hit the shorty he walking with. Like, who the fuck that bitch? She's like, yo. She just crossed the street.
That's exactly how it happens, though.
And that's another reason why I don't cheat. And I don't think every man cheats because some dudes really love their shorty. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't go do that.
Right.
Where now, if we're going percentages, it might be a vast majority of guys that probably do cheat. I may say like 80%.
I'm sure. Especially now. I mean, look at all the exposure they have to women. There's so many outlets to get in touch with women. Mm-hmm. There's so many women who, you know, they throw themselves at men. It's so easy. You know, it's not like back in the day where you had to go to a payphone and call somebody's house. You didn't have to page somebody. Communication is on another level. So now it's like you have ways to access,
social media, sliding people DMs. POF. I know a lot of sites, but don't judge me. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Let's talk about it. I want to thank a good friend Bianca. She thought I was going to get her name wrong this time, but not this time. So now I want to thank her for joining and giving me her opinion on the situation. I needed a woman's opinion. And we both come in agreement that we don't think all men cheat. You can contact me on my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Also contact Bianca on her Instagram. Are you on any other social site?
No, just Instagram.
Instagram. And my show is every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. It'll drop on YouTube and Facebook. And then also at 7 o'clock, my open discussion on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, where I have people from the audience will give me what their opinion is on the subject. If they agree with me, disagree with us, or if they agree with us, whatever case may be. Or you can also video chat with us as well and let me know your opinion if you're not too shy. Thanks for tuning in again and welcome. Fuck, I said welcome for.